but most of them don't, because it's really tough for people who've been fasting to work with food all day. Since a lot of the, like, if you go to like the more Christian areas, yeah, the restaurants are open. Um, but um, yeah, if you're in more of the Muslim areas, then nobody wants to go work with food that they can't eat. I drink coffee at work usually. I don't really drink coffee at home. Ah, okay, nice. What do you usually do before you go to work then, if I may ask? You don't have to tell me. Only if you're comfy telling me. Um, I'm always so. I don't do anything. Before I have to go anywhere, I'm just like, no, I can't do anything. If I have like to go somewhere at 1 p.m., my entire day revolves around that. Nothing else can get done. I have to like mentally prepare myself all day for the one thing I have to do. Too long didn't read. Depending on the location, size, what they serve, and the crowd they bring. Okay, Cynthia, I need you to be a little more quiet. Um, the crowd they bring on the day of the week. The licensing rules on bars and clubs are set by the government, so one bar has to shut at midnight in one suburb, but 10 minutes down the road, another can shut at 4 a.m. There's a lot of rules in place, and it changes a bunch too if they're not well behaved. Alright, well, I mean, flexibility is good when it comes to these things, I guess, right? Do you think it's a good system, Ulrich? As somebody who worked in it, you would be like the pro. My name has been butchered a ton, so don't worry. I usually take a shower, but today I woke up early because I went to bed around 8 p.m. That is so healthy. 8 p.m. My god, if I went to bed at 8 p.m., I think I would wake up at like 2 and be very upset. I would just be awake at 2 a.m. Oop, 1 minute. Another example, a whiskey bar that serves mostly liquor can have harsher closing times than pubs with only beers. What about a pub with no beer? These are such specific guidelines. Confirmed, meatloaf has only salt and pepper. I am so shocked, Onion. Onion, I'm shook to my core. You're telling me the Finnish meatloaf has only salt and pepper? How could you do this to me? How could you tell me such shocking information? Shooketh? I have been shooketh and shaketh. I woke up way early. I just decided to jump on Twitch and see what was happening. Well, welcome in. Welcome to the weird Twitch hours. I don't know how many people stream at this time. I feel like it's a lot less people stream at this time, right? Am I correct in assuming that? Because Americans are asleep? And when it comes to like the English-speaking sphere of the internet, Americans are asleep is like a curse for wanting to do anything online. So I'm a pixel artist, and every time I want to post my art, I just sit there being like, Americans wake up, I want to post. Because it's like an algorithm thing as well. It works, but it can always be better. As a non-drinker, I always wanted to be better, harsher. There's just always pushback by those who drink a ton and just having harmless fun, despite there being a lot of harm. Okay, I can see that. So you would like it to be a little more strict. It depends. I think you would have the late night owls too. That is true. I have no complaints. This is my time. I get to hang out with these lovely Aussies. Night tides. I get to hang out with all the lovely Aussies and then all the Europeans once they wake up. And then at the very end of my stream, sometimes the Americans